Cynthia Mamle Morrison, a member of parliament for Aguna West constituency. Opetawa, are you famous? You can't obey who I Aguna Swedru. It is Swedru and a capital town. And as a district capital, Mamin Kanisa. It is Cynthia Morrison, no. And a penny marking Susuni. And I feel so. I don't know, so a deal broker, yeah, Kennedy. Yeah, Olusu Primaries. Yeah, Olusu Primaries. And I said, or support to Kennedy Japan. And now I'm board buga. It was alleged. Information I answer kind say now or through the support to Kennedy Japan. So I don't know whether Kennedy has gone to speak with there. Say Omra back there. I don't know. But per the MPP one more constitution, you know, and the other way saying there. Now, she seems to be a member of the party, unless of the catcher CBR. If I saying, as independent candidate, non cobium, and not the not just but per the NPP, one more a constitution, no. Ibetimaka say, Cynthia, one year, but Obetima project constitution now. Project constitution now, project back on enough and had it. It's not just no, so no, we are now there. Miracles Aboagye screenshot here toward their mommy. I think you have it there. My main Shadia. It's maybe Jack Asamuno Diama me guest on the show. Me akadin na me nkasa biem. Me ne omon beton ade nyina awie. Me ne omon beton ade nyina awie. Enti check Wednesday no e won nchen na we are not projecting honom. Okay, when here for feature of membership where MPP constitution. I don't know. Na ne ye hunu ebe call ba say oh any Cynthia so abakra dia say na tie na dia dey be on collections ni bi mu dia things say I don't know we live to see ADABC. So 191 say a member of the party who stands as an independent candidate against the officially elected member of the party or who joins or declares his or her support for another party, political party, or for an independent candidate when the party has sponsored a candidate in a general or by-election automatically forfeits his or her membership of the party. It's when you Ghana constitution, where your NPP constitution, now when I said the Supreme Court for interpretation. Is the outcome paragraph behind the Supreme Court? Paragraph behind is here. Famous no paragraph we asked the Supreme Court for interpretation. And when say no we say clear. And you bet me Cynthia Morrison picture. We bet me na is see no Cynthia Morrison afale say okwa contest as independent candidate. Number 2, the MPP has sponsored a candidate. Woko etimi nyina no a capture e wo 91 no emu e for feature of membership when MPP constitution ya download ni clear ya screenshot portions na e be boa conversation ye ne wache mame eye Dennis Miracles Aboagye wono ne kasa de ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia campaign. Listen dabi enye we na mepe okay dabi no enye we na mepe enye no na mepe eno ni ya me de ma ni enye do na mepe. Yeah, I know not mepe. But that's your one. Okay, this is it. I don't need. Dennis Miracles Aboagye Kasadema Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia campaign. Eti meka say the NPP campaign na omo yeni nyina ne ho akasa no mani bi biada. Papa we nsem ene hye. Ti post bi oye on Facebook. The NDC and the NDC speaker, the NDC and the NDC speaker, no, they cannot ignore the Supreme Court ruling. They know they would adjourn sitting in the best case scenario. But, hear me. The first sentence, no, the NDC and the NDC speaker. When you can speak of parliament, honorable both us in Yameboa, or speaker of Ghana, Onyan this speaker. Enti obi betimi aka say the Supreme Court judge or the CJ who was appointed
and the
MPP CJ na
the CJ
the CJ
the MPP and the MPP CJ.
Yeah, say okay, so the MPP and the MPP CJ, can we also, or can any ordinary Ghanaian also say the Chief Justice, the current Chief Justice, a NPP Chief Justice ana? Where my question? Sometimes, and I make basically comparisons, but time will not permit me. Where can Sadema a whole party communication for the campaign? And the party in the base and not communicate some misinformation when say ya. A tuti so be akwa ko toabo obi ko kunto kwa and they be saying etimi edi sadie no. What? And they be saying etimi edi sadie project na yinima me. So Dennis is saying that Speaker Gbagben NDC speaker and nothing that from 2021 one more disrespected Speaker Gbagben one more finding a she simply because the things that they want to do speaker no ajana naso Ghana first intino or NDC speaker. This is when I am a beautiful nonsense coming from 3 months a year mostly DC. Yes, all the DC 3 months pre any sake no any microphone who no mobile soma na to yoko garibro omwana aja odidi microphone achi honum. So we don't do this. You cannot do this. Okasa de ma campaign. Eti ntokwa beba such comments calls for ntokwa. Eti Chief Justice oti wono no. Can NDC a spokesperson for Jomama campaign also go and write say the MPP CJ? We don't do that.
I'm in chair Alaji Tanku, a godfather. Triplet no and a twins no and a haji amo yesham. But I am taking my honorable Michelle. I'm taking my time in this particular submission because NPP, the UP tradition no uhune sana. Se one year history of Ghana and now obema de omoye ebeyo nwanwa.
Okay.
Me say enye me nwanwa. Because even this time around, omodi amaye to football. Yes. Omomodu soprandi.
Yeah.
From this 32 years of our so-called new constitution and as a democracy, omodi amaye to football. Because now they are not throwing grenades, they are not throwing bombs.
About to be paying.
Hey, etuo nyina omato. Omo no mamma moja hwie gu Ghana asase so. The presidency, be a Flagstaff House, and then another Danko Kufoto or Tehono. It is that family that has ascended onto the throne of this country. And everything that is happening is not ordinary. In the Amaya fire ni kind shenesa, omo can Bible.
Yes.
Omo say Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12, thereabout also. Mpachumiti ama correct mu. Omo say enye ne exactly the case. Ne mum ye ne akrabri. Akrabri ne bi ne de. Heads of institutions are. Na do danko ku for the veterans wo manipulate wo mu nyina perceivably, which now the perception appears not to be a perception any longer.
Yes.
But for the sake of say ye bebo ye ho adwa nti no. You see a perceive say. A place like the friend is saying the judiciary has been manipulated. And it is clearly stated in the Japade document, which I'll quote before I come onto my friend is saying the various and to call the judiciary memo page 31
a Japade document.
A Japade document, page 31, paragraph 2. There be a kind, and I don't know. And regiment so be a TikTok lady be US. Now the credit ma hopes na do. Yes, so I'm saying and I quote page 31, paragraph 2, or say the judiciary and governance in Ghana. I quote considering the competitive nature of our work as politicians, there's always a need to be a step ahead against our opponents to secure our interest, dominance, and maintain power in 2020 and the next 20 years. Our focus as a party has always been to position our members and sympathizers at strategic positions both in government and in the judiciary to cover and protect our interest. This has served us well over the period. All the appointments made to the Supreme Court, Court of Appeal, and some of the high courts in Ghana under our government was to promote the NPP agenda and to ensure our country never falls in the hands of the opposition NDC. Maybe from the reason why these institutions are perceived to have been manipulated.
Okay.
Or say, maybe paragraph 3, paragraph 4. Or say, the recent decision to exclude the use of birth certificate to prove one's citizenship during the 2020 voter registration exercise is a clear example of the agenda to prevent so many people from registering for this year's election, especially in our opponent's strongholds. We have statistics to suggest the negative impact it would have had for us had we allowed it. All this was done to, as it were, pave way for a resounding victory for the NPP and Nana in the 2020 elections. Meanwhile, may some another paragraph, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, paragraph 7.
Okay.
And as I say, we have to make sure that even in the unlikely event that the NDC win 2020 election, that they do not get the chance to appoint more judges to the Supreme Court. Our control over the judiciary is important for our protection, even if we were to lose the election. To prevent such unfortunate situations from occurring, we need to explore all legal avenues to protect our appointees within the judiciary system and find out ways to prevent any new government from making further appointment within the next 10 years at least. Meanwhile, Sa court way in the Japade document, BMBC say, just last month, and another appointed 21 more judges to the High Court. Or by what appointed Sa to the point says, see, there are 2 more. I can say a co-parliament for approval. And I journey this particular no. Obi to no na no ya na okokofa bayo. Nti wa wo jejereje sanka more clearly showing in your constitution and Ghana's constitution mu say obi cross carpet in the nature in which it has happened no nipa na forfeit ne party your friend say membership plus the fact say nipa na vacate parliament mo se mo ntia say court to interpret because munim the court no aye munim de mo aye court no nti se mo de kwa munim se asem no yenyandie nti atwenkon ho saa no na che se monya afamu ama ye de akoto amba ama modi mo term na wi na ya say ahenchewa enye wo dia no se ye shewa ifrito. They lost the 2020 election, both presidential and parliamentary. Now you see that the majority that the NDC would have gotten from day one, I was saying Yankopon no karma, I bet turning the things upside down onto the NPP. NDC and abefa na hencho ashe. You see, nipa ya otasere the last the person who gets the last laugh no. Ono na ya na enije ewum. Na menua, you see, me am te hey. Ye pamu me fi Convention People's Party as acting general secretary because it was alleged that I campaigned for John Dramani Mahama and the NDC. On EIB, EIB is Angel Group of whatever. No,
EIB.
The one Happy FM4 DNO. Something TV. Is it ETV?
Yeah.
Bismarck Brown. And prior to 2016 election, I had alleged that my party leadership were corrupt. And that such corrupt nature or such corrupt leadership, I don't see why we should even vote them into power because Now I manage Ghana's pest. Now so we are corrupt the way I have seen. Say the cars are better. Now more registering in your own company's name. Such leadership cannot be trusted. And no mujina swa omode pa Mifi Convention People's Party. Question now be Sam say. It is a CNO, if your party is taken out, we are left with NPP and NDC. Who would you have voted for if you were to vote? And I said I would have voted for NDC led by John Mahama. And that is what they used in sacking because the constitution literally say once Marco Casa no say bia ma cross carpet you. But omo charge me say once ma body say anka meto ama NDC ne de and ye omo pam me and omo de pam me fee CPP May 2017. Now fast forward to this particular situation. NPP, your own constitution says it categorically to the point that what the Fabra and 2023 much letter comma one of the constituency executives in the voter reasons your pay also. Because most say what in Huakodom Afrafranto. Again, Musa letter, General Secretary, letter comma Lantematini, Husnadoyemo. Actual letter say, based on your constitution, Sam Crawford they no longer can stand anywhere and say they are NPP members.
Yes.
And I'll pam mufim. Meaning, the same formula MP. Mo train a bosso from a unifi party no say me I'll go as independent. Or no ne kono mukrano so pono. The General Secretary then and the President of today. Ebe jina bontin kansa so when ekro mfa no ho omuntumi ne nya dwuma won woni ye na you see hooping allegedly hooping sums of money etuaye in dollars so ansa na papa na agi atum say obe ode ne ho be dom mo. Now fast forward to today we cross carpet from independent no was obedwane. But do you know what has happened? The NPP and the independent candidate for MENA MP had thought about this thing long ago. But they told him, say, look, if you renounce it now, if you cross carpet now, it is too early. So many things we have to do will be lagging behind. Inti yen train na enkodu mra akato na broni abeto abano. And no crop de so mo de be sa article 97 G and H no yes. They know about all these things. Yes. So they planned it. Say, but when they bring it up, we'll fight them.
Now, if you go by election.
Exactly. Because so anko we an intema anko mbeko by election. Nti would you train ye bako to abana. Nti all these things were planned, knowing very well say if they bring it up, the NDC will fight them.
97 1H.
Yes. Now, Minya, you be see one or two simple questions. Say, for MENA MP independent. Cross or carpet and say, or free independent, and no cancer or the home bed dom NDC. And can on bay. You be say, once Ura not don't pray. Majority whip then, former majority whip. Sankono no cross or carpet. Say, or be contested on the ticket of NDC. And I say, or call independent. And come back na koso aye majority whip. These are simple and common logic questions we should be asking. Now, I saw a video going viral. Our Chief Justice, Ujina Puppet is who preach. Who was that video? No,